Ha, all of my Blossom with the Stars to the Star Sidereal Astrology subscribers. Lotus Dawn here. And if you're new to my channel, I share True to the Stars Sidereal Astrology, which means that it's actually based on the actual stars. And you might think that all astrology is based on the stars. However, mainstream astrology is actually based on where the stars were 2,000 years ago and is no longer actually accurate to the actual stars. So what you learn from me, like, follow, and subscribe, is all about what's really happening up in the sky. It's what you would see if you had a telescope, what signs are the planets in, and it's what you would see if you had Star Walk 2 or Stellarium, which shows you the actual sky. It is windy out here in the beautiful canyon country, and I wanted to come live to wish you all a very happy International Women's Day. My mom is actually who taught me True the Stars Sidereal Astrology, and so I wouldn't be here sharing this work with you or the world if it wasn't for her. So thank you, Mom, for being the gift that has brought this work forwards into the world. And I wanted to share with you some really exciting astrological information and also what is going on in the world, anyways. So we started 2026, we came into what is called a 1 year, because last year it was the year of 9, it was the year of the wood snake. We talk a lot about it because last year was so intense, right? It was the year where we had to release so many things and go deep into our soul, into our purpose. It was a really quite a divine feminine year of activation, of going within and releasing all the stuff and the baggage that may have been holding you back around your true potential and your purpose. And so that was last year, and we came into 2026 as the year of 1. But one thing that people are not talking about is the fact that with that 1, there's actually an invisible zero, because you go from 9 not to 1 but to 10. And so 2026 is actually the year of 10. And if you look at tarot, the 10 is completion, right? It's the 10 of cups. Woo, that wind though. And this is really synchronistic because 2026, year of 10, is all about balance, and it's all about union. And so some people are actually saying that 2026 is not just a year of independence and individuality, it's also a year of divine balance and divine harmony between the masculine and the feminine, which will step up into even greater harmony and union next year, as it will be a 1-1, which is 11, which is the secret twin flame number. Yeah, and so 2026 may be the year collectively where many of us are getting ready for full divine union next year. And what does divine union really even mean? It's about coming into balance internally between your divine feminine, which is the creative void, the access to the divine source womb of creation, where everything comes from before it is manifest. And what is the divine masculine? The divine masculine is that energy then coming into physical form. And that's why you'll see many men tend to be much better at stability and grounding, because they're designed to bring the energy into material form. I just have 2 ravens flying over me. Wow, it's synchronistic. And so 2026 is a year of the divine feminine, 100, which is the omega, coming into union with the 1, which is action. And so while 2025, the year of 9, was all about diving deep, it wasn't a year of action at all. It was a year of such divine feminine deep dive into the void. We were finding our spark, we were finding our vision, we were finding what we're here to create. Well, guess what? This year, 2026, 1 plus 0, alpha plus the omega, is the year where the divine feminine energy, fire horse is divine feminine goddess energy, so is the snake, where the divine feminine is taking the spark and bringing it into action. bringing it into creative energy. And my mom is literally calling me right now. If I could keep filming and have her talk to me, I totally would, but I think it would stop the video. So hi mom. She could feel me talking about her. She's so psychic. My mom is so psychic. I think I know where a lot of my gifts came from. And so this year 2026 is about coming into divine union, because last year the 9 was about us surrendering the physical, what no longer serves us, and really going deep on what we are, who we are, what we're here to create. And then 2026, where we are now, is about the balance between both staying connected to the void, the internal, that's where meditation comes in, that's where going on long walks in nature come in, tuning into that primal source, the infinite well of creation, and then zero, bringing that out into the world, into action. And that's what 2025 was missing, was that it was a year so much about going within without the external creative manifestation component. Whereas this year, 2026, is about going deep, getting in touch with that vision, and then bringing it forward into form. And in order to do that successfully, we have to maintain a balance, 1-0, alpha and omega, between our inner divine feminine power of internal looking and our external divine masculine power of taking action. Now I know this wind may be very loud on the sound quality, but my guides told me to just get out here and film this video, because there is a light frequency coming through right now that is such a gift to all of you, and I'm so blessed to get to share this with you all. So here we are on the day, the International Women's Day. Things are intense, things might feel stressful, and I'll tell you why. Venus, the planet of the divine feminine, is actually currently in a very interesting position with Saturn. Venus represents the divine feminine. It represents value, our own self-value, our own inner value. It also represents our external value, the money in our bank account, our ability to attract abundance. And it is with Saturn. Saturn is the planet of structure. It's the planet of limitation. It's the planet of reality, in the sense of the 3D world. What goes up, what must come down, right? A rock sinks faster than a feather. It's about karma, cause and effect. And so when Venus, the divine feminine, it's an International Women's Day, so this is the planet that would represent women, is with Saturn, there may be a sense of having to face reality in the divine feminine collective of like, okay, I have it. So it's in the sign of Pisces, which is the sign of dreams and imagination, fantasy and spirituality. So it could mean, you might be sensing that our dreams, our intuition, our awarenesses, our visions, our imagination is meeting reality. It's meeting, okay, so I have a dream, right? I have a vision. I have something inside of me that is being called forth by the planetary energies to create. And yet, what is it going to actually take to get there? And so Venus with Saturn is sort of us coming face to face with the reality of what is our dream going to take. And this could also be showing up in our lives with really real world steps coming to light. It's a time where the divine feminine might be getting inspiration for how to actually physically manifest and create and cement into the physical plane the dream and desires that are within your heart. That is beautiful energy. Or it could feel restrictive, like your abundance could feel restricted, or like life could feel restrictive. And so there could be frustration potentially, but it's really an invitation for you to get serious on your spiritual gifts, on your dreams, and on your imagination. It's sort of saying, okay, what you're dreaming, what you're visualizing, what you desire is valid, it's important, it's valuable, and the world needs it. So would you please take action, real world steps, building the foundation, building the structure, building the business, Saturn is structure, that can contain your dream, your vision, your goal, your desire, to then give it forth like a gift, like an offering to the world. And I just thought, gosh, that's such beautiful energy. Not only that, but the planet that rules Pisces is Neptune. Neptune, the god of our dreams, the god of imagination, god of our spirituality. Pardon me for going so fast on these videos. I literally get so excited as the energy of the light and the information is coming through me. I will work to slow it down. The wind is reminding me to slow it down. So it's really important right now, as women, especially in the collective, to be taking real world action steps on bringing forth the structure that would truly make your vision, your idea, your dream, your gifts, your psychic gifts, your spiritual gifts, potentially offering them out to the world. And so what is the structure that you need to step into, or you could choose to step into, that would enable you to do so? That might mean working on your website. It might be setting up the structure of how you sell your offerings. It might be finally starting that YouTube channel. And if you haven't started a YouTube channel, please start one. When I first started this YouTube channel, I had 8 subscribers. And I never imagined I would even ever get up to the number of subscribers I have today, that anyone would want to hear what I had to say. But there's something really beautiful about YouTube, in that if you have something in you that wants to be shared, there is someone out there in the world who wants to hear it. And YouTube is this amazing platform for us to really reach into ourselves and then share what comes up out into the world. And it's such a gift. And this is the year, the destiny point for the collective. What is the destiny point, Lotus? The destiny point is the collective focus for the entire collective for 2026. This year is in Aquarius, which is the sign of the internet. It's the sign of technology. It's the sign of the world, so community and collective. And so it's a really beautiful time to get your offerings out onto a platform and out across the world, where it can meet and affect and enrich the lives of the people that your gifts are here to serve. Okay. Next, really exciting. Jupiter, the millionaire planet, the planet of expansion, travel, the higher mind, has been retrograde since November and is going direct on March 11th, which means the energy of abundance will increase. It'll be in the sign of Gemini, which is the sign of marketing, sharing information, teaching and learning. And to celebrate both International Women's Day and the Jupiter going direct, I will be hosting a True the Stars Sidereal Astrology energy clearing event for women. So if you're a goddess, if you're a divine feminine, and you would like to come and join me and some other incredibly beautiful women to tap into the current astrological forecast of what's happening, what might that be bringing up, and then energetically we'll do energy work to clear you, to clear your collective, to clear to clear all collectives, to clear the collective energy, and create a space for you to clear weekly what's in the way of your goals, your